What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over and talking about our top 10 linebackers right now in college football 25 Ultimate Team. The linebacker position is super interesting because you got some guys that are really good in pass coverage. You got some run stoppers. So what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to be going over and giving you guys is the best overall linebackers. Now, look, I tend to err on the side of guys that play good pass coverage. Some people that, again, stop the run, you want more of run stoppers. But in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my top 10, and hopefully you guys do enjoy. We're going to be starting it off at number 10 with right outside linebacker Kyle Thornton. Now, when you're looking at Kyle Thornton, you're looking at a complete outside linebacker. He's got 85 speed, 85 acceleration. You can scroll over here to the right side and see that he is 6'1" as well. So 6'1", right around 100,000 coins for Kyle Thornton at an 87 overall. Not super expensive. The one thing about Kyle Thornton is he's not going to get after the quarterback extremely well. Only a 78 finesse move, 79 power move. But you look at it, 87 tackling, 87 hit power. The block shed is really bad as well. So if you're running Kyle Thornton, you're running him as a pure pass coverage outside linebacker. It's really that simple, that easy. Good speed, good pass coverage. But outside of that, Kyle Thornton doesn't give you a whole ton in college football Ultimate Team. Coming in at my number 9, we're plugging in the 86 overall Micah Parsons on Xbox right now, 55,000 coins, on PlayStation, 65,000 coins. One of the best value cards in the entire game. Let's talk about the height of Micah Parsons. He's 6'3", so good height on that as a linebacker. 83 tackling, 85 block shed. Coverage-wise, not quite as good, but he's not bad coverage-wise, especially with that 86 speed. Good power move, going to get after the quarterback. Just does a little bit of everything. I think that's why I like Micah Parsons so much, is he is going to play good coverage. He is going to get after the quarterback. Just be a complete linebacker in college football Ultimate Team. Coming in at my number 8. Maybe this is me having some Iowa bias in me. I'm plugging in the 87 overall Jack Campbell. And no, I don't care. I don't think twice about it because I have used Jack Campbell and he's been really good for me. Gets after the quarterback, 86 finesse move. The best part about Jack Campbell, though, is he's 6'5", so really good height at that linebacker position as well. Makes tackles, not a great block shed, but not horrible. Coverage-wise, again, mid-70s, it's okay. He's not going to play as good as coverage as a guy like Kyle Thornton, but just a good overall outside linebacker and kind of a balanced one as well. So if you like balanced linebackers, Jack Campbell could be your guy, especially right now. He's for right around 100,000 coins. At my number 7, we're going to plug in a middle linebacker. We're plugging them all in. Outside linebackers, middle linebackers into the same video. This one is the 86 overall Bradley Chubb. Now, the time I'm recording this, Bradley Chubb is, let's see, right around, 167,000 on PlayStation, 145 on Xbox. So hopefully when you're watching this video, you're not wishing hopefully you're not on PlayStation wishing, dang, I just wish I was on Xbox because everything would be so much cheaper. He is 6'4". That's one of the main pros for Bradley Chubb is he's 6'4", really good height, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, good jumping at an 85 as well, 85 tackling, 85 hit power. Coverage-wise, really good as well. When it comes down to middle linebackers for their specific value, I don't know how much better it can get than a guy like Bradley Chubb. Genuinely, there's going to be some middle linebackers who I'm higher on in this video, but I don't know how much better they are than Bradley Chubb. We're going to plug in a middle linebacker here once again, who is unquestionably, undoubtedly better than Bradley Chubb, but I don't think by too much. That is Roquan Smith, the 87 overall LTD. For sure, I'm not going to argue that, Bradley Chubb's better than this card, but I think it's closer than people want to give him credit for. Only 6'1" compared to Bradley Chubb being 6'4". Price-wise, way more expensive than a guy like Bradley Chubb as well. And again, he is slightly better. I'll give it to him. But in coverage, Bradley Chubb's better. Roquan Smith's a better tackler. He has better hit power. He has better block shed. He has some things that are better for sure than Bradley Chubb. I'm not going to sit here and act like he doesn't. Even play recognition in 86 is really good. But I think the difference between him and Bradley Chubb isn't enough to pay the price premium. To be honest, to me, just take Bradley Chubb for the price difference. Cracking our top 5, we're going to plug in a card who, when I looked him up today, I'm like, dang, what does this card really do? And then I dove a little deeper and I'm like, okay, he is deserving of this number 5 spot, especially for his price. Let's start with his price. On Xbox right now, guys, 133,000 coins. Super cheap for an outside linebacker. That's incredible. Let's start with his speed acceleration. It is a little bit low. Do wish it was a little bit higher. Change of direction being a 70 is kind of crazy as well. Let's talk about the good parts of Bradley Chubb. Tackling. Absolutely fantastic tackler. 88 hit power is about as good as it gets. Power rush at an 86, or power moves at an 86. Finesse moves at an 84. Great tackler, great block shed. So it's like as a power rusher, as a run stopper, Abdul Carter is going to be a beast. Now, when it comes down to playing pass coverage, stuff like that, he's not quite as good, especially with the speed being a little bit low. At 6'3", he is still really, really good though. The way I'd use Abdul Carter is make sure he's rushing or blitzing on nearly every possession. Try not to have him in too much coverage, because if you do, he is probably going to get cooked, and then you're not using him at his best. At my number 4, we're going to be plugging in my favorite middle linebacker in the entire game right now. That is middle linebacker Payton Wilson. Who knows what his price is going to be like, because again, content is going to change. One other thing I wanted to mention to you guys here is I'm recording this actually before any new content, okay? So if any new cards come out today that are like number 1s, they're not going to be featured in this video, because I am recording this video specifically on Wednesday morning. 86 speed, 87 acceleration, play recognition incredibly good, 84 jump. The thing about this card in Payton Wilson is his finesse move, his power move is pretty low. His block shed is low as well. So when comparing him to a Roquan Smith or a Bradley Chubb, just kind of realize what cards do and what you want them to do. His hit power is good, his speed's good. To me, I think he's the best middle linebacker in the game, but I think you could argue Roquan Smith is slightly better. Next up, guys, we're going to plug in another outside linebacker. This one, DJ Wesolak. As I look more and more at Wesolak, I think this card is an absolute stud. 86 speed, 85 acceleration, good strength, 89 finesse move. Maybe the best finesse move in the entire game. Tackling off the charts too, with an 89 hit power. Block sheds incredibly good as well. The one thing about DJ is he is not going to be able to play pass coverage. So you're going to want to make sure if you run the mid blitz that he's getting after the quarterback, maybe in the middle of your defense every single play. Because again, if you were having DJ drop into coverage, you are not using him as well as he needs to be used. Is an LTD right now, price-wise, honestly, isn't super bad. 285 isn't bad at all for DJ. Card that is really, really good in a college football ultimate team. Next up, at our number 2, we're already at our number 2, which is kind of crazy. The more and more I look at this card in Tyler Grubbs, the more I don't mind him. Right now on Xbox, 298,000 coins. On PlayStation, 253,000 coins is 6'2". But he is a little, look, he's a little bit of everything. So compare him to DJ Wesolak, and you get two cards that are relatively kind of the same. Honestly, in pass coverage, Grubbs is going to be a little bit better than Wesolak. As far as getting after the quarterback, Wesolak's going to be a little bit better. It just comes down to what you're wanting. For me, like in my mid-blitz scheme, I'd run DJ on the middle. In the middle of it, I'd run Grubbs on the outside of it, and just hope Grubbs can maybe, drop into coverage a little bit more, still get after the quarterback when I need him to, but I just like him a little bit more in coverage as far as an overall outside linebacker. I think the cards are close. I'd honestly run both of them, but to me, neither of them are your best outside linebacker in the entire game. My best outside linebacker right now is still Collin Oliver, the 88 overall, 136,000 on Xbox, 146 on PlayStation. He is my best outside linebacker, 86 speed. You're looking at a card with 86 finesse move, 85 power move, great tackling, good block shed, and look at the covering. This is what I think separates Collin Oliver from anybody else, is how good he is in coverage. Man him up against the slot receiver. He's one of the only outside linebackers on this list that can do that. You want to send him on a blitz on the outside, he is going to get after the quarterback in a big time way. That's going to wrap it up for our linebackers today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the linebackers, how I rank them, who'd I have too high, who'd I have too low, and who you guys would have had on the list. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're doing it. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.